So we've got the length of a rectangle is 5 inches more than the width. The perimeter is 34 inches. Find the length and width. First thing I want everyone to do is draw a rectangle. There you go. And let's just establish a couple of things here. Do we all agree the perimeter means the distance all the way around the outside? So if you were to walk around the outside, that's what it would be. Or if you were to measure, if you were to measure this, and this, and add it up, then you would get 34 inches perimeter, right? Okay, we all agree that the length is, the language of math is that the length is actually more than the width. That's why we call it the length. So in this case, this is the length here, right? This distance from here to here. We okay with that? And the width is this distance from here to here. So are we clear on that? Length, width, perimeter. Okay. So the length is 5 inches more than the width. Okay. So let's just take that first sentence. The length is 5 more than width. So it's kind of like saying L, I'll say L is length, right, is 5 more than the width, more than W, if the width was W. Does that make sense? L is 5 more than W. Can we turn that into an equation? And before you do that, well, you know what, go ahead and see if you can turn that into an equation. Like I need an equal sign, basically. L equals 5 times W. Won't work, no. Now the reason for that is, let me put it this way. 35, finish this sentence, is 5 more than 30. Good. Now turn this sentence into an equation. $35 equals, good, or 35 equals 30 plus 5, not multiplied, right? So we're agreeing that when we say more than, that implies add, doesn't it? Not times. If it said 5 times the width, then you would multiply. Or if it was, 5 widths is the same thing as the length, then you would, but it's good to play with it. Once again, look what happens when we plug in numbers we understand. It all makes sense. Just for fun, turn this into an equation. 100 is 5 more than 100 is 5 more than what? Nope. Good job. Turn that into an equation. Right, so 100 equals 95 plus 5. So again, we see that 5 more than is the same thing as adding 5, isn't it? Okay, 5 more than adding 5. Okay, so now turn this into an equation. L is 5 more than W. The length is 5 more than the width. Nope. It's not L plus 5 equals W, no. So go back to this example here and see if you can, like when we had 100 is 5 more than 95, what did we say? Right. Okay, and so L is 5 more than W. Try it again, but think about this example. Like it should be very similar, right? Right, that is correct. L equals 5 plus W. Why is that correct? Or W plus 5, same thing. 5 plus W. You could also, so like I said, some students like to write 5 plus W. That's fine as well. Yeah, but this is correct. Why is that correct? Right. Right. Also, which is a bigger number, length or width? The length is a bigger number, that's a small number. So we have, doesn't this say the bigger number equals the smaller number with 5 added onto it? Doesn't it? That's like the bigger number is equal to the smaller number with 5 added on, isn't it? Right, so that makes sense, doesn't it? Like it can't be width equals length plus 5, because now you're saying the width we all agree was the smaller side, and the length is the bigger number. So how do you have a smaller number equal to a bigger number with 5 added onto it? That doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I mean? So that's why it can't be width equals length plus 5. It has to be the big number equals the smaller number plus 5. All right. So this is the width W, and this is the length L, right? Right? But the length, he said, was width plus 5. Okay? Then the only thing is we have a length here and also a length here. So this is also W plus 5. Right? But we have a width here and we have a width here. Right? So see if you can write an equation for the... So how do we figure out an equation for the perimeter? Perimeter is 34 inches. Now the perimeter is the length plus a length, 2 lengths, and then a width and another width. Because it's 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. Right? Most students mess this up because they'll just add like, you know, this side and then they're done. But a rectangle is 4 sides. Now, the length is width plus W. So, like, you've got a width plus W, and then another width, width plus 5. W plus 5, right? That's a length, and then you have a width, and then you have a width. And that's all equal to the perimeter of 34 inches, right? So it's 4 inches, right? So it's length, width. You have this side, this side, this side, this side. This side, width plus 5. This side is width plus 5. This is W, this is W. W plus this side, this side, this side, this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Added up together, that gives 34, right? And then when you add like terms, you have width. That's 4 widths, 4W, plus 5 and 5 is 10, equals 34, right? So see if you can solve it from there. Yeah. So we subtract 10 from both sides, and we get 4W equals 24. And then it's 4 times W. So divide by 4 on both sides, and W equals 6 inches. So we've got the width. That's great. The width is 6 inches. Right? So that's 6, and that's 6. Right? But the whole thing is 34. So now we need the length. Right? Good. So your length is width plus 5. So like you said, that's 6 plus 5. The length is 11, right? So, right. Okay. And so, yeah, so good question. So when we add them all up, add up all 4 sides, what do you get? Awesome. 11 plus 11 is 22. Plus 6, 28. Plus 6, you'll find that equals 34, right? Perfect. There you go.